Hello everyone, welcome to Cornflower Crafts. Today I'm joining in on the open collab Project Share Thursday. Our hostess is Mary Ellen and her channel name is Mary Ellen's Crafts and Hauls. She does do hauls. In fact, I just saw one this morning that she did from Dollar Tree. She also joins in on quite a few others open collabs. She does YouTube shorts, and the more I see, the more I think she has a green thumb, because she showed us her lilacs, she showed us flowers, everything. So if you don't know Mary Ellen, I personally think you would enjoy her channel. I do. Now, since I've got all this other stuff going on, I only had time to decorate one of my pages, but I did do front and back, so that was good. But I've got a lot of other stuff going on. And with this one, as you see, here comes the turquoise, or all in blues, and a lot of my subbies, that's their favorite color. This stencil work that I did is a Tim Holtz. And then we have, speaking of Dollar Tree hauls, my last Dollar Tree haul I showed you, these are the bags that you can get in the gift section. And so what I did basically is just cut up one of the bags, and I did line it, so to speak. You can tell I sew. Behind it, I glued onto the back of it some just regular copy paper. That's it, in white, so that I could make it a little stronger and, you know, a little more solid. And then you see here, I did my belly band, but I also adhered it in the middle, so that even though these are tiny, remember I'm trying to use a bunch of scraps, I can still write. You know what I mean? And then I have sequins from Hobby Lobby, and this is a die cut. And I forget who does. Oh, wait a minute. Gemini put these out. I've had that for years, y'all. Speaking of Dollar Tree, again, in my last haul, I had mentioned that I take that little, what is it called? What do they call it? Something like diamond trim or something. And I wanted it in the turquoise because I didn't have it in that. And I usually have it do black for the bodies of the butterflies. So that's what that is. And I've had this trim and this rickrack trim for years and years. Same thing on this one, just did it at the top instead of the bottom. And then that goes in here. They each have their little spot. And then I put the flowers so that they go between the flowers, like so. And then in here behind the bag, you know, I made a pocket out of the bag. And then we just have a journaling card, another sequin. And then this is a die cut. Puts this out? I don't remember, y'all. But I thought I'd do this one because of this edge looking like the, you know, like my rickrack. So, and yes, it's a snug fit. It is. It's a snug one. And then on the back, you know, wanted to do the same blue theme, but went a little darker and stayed with some turquoise too. And I had a scrap left over of these guys. And then I got at Michael's this particular stencil. And as you see, I'd go dark in spots and light in spots because I wanted it that way. You know, I didn't want it to look perfect. Ugh. And just made my pockets here and here. I have a tiny little die for the bows. I had another video where I showed doing these goodies where you just open them up and can just write. And they're just fun. They are just so much fun to do. And that tucks in here. This is just a little lace and paper and then ephemera. And this is fussy cut here. And then a tag that I think is so beautiful. I love this paper, and it is textured. That I'm leaving that alone. This is paper that I dyed with food coloring. And then there's the bag again, and that's what I did on the back to make it a little bit sturdier. And then I have a punch for the corners. And so it goes like so, and like so, and like so, and then goes up here. Lots of spots to write on. And I'd like to thank you all so much for joining me today. And I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Bye-bye, everybody. Take good care.